And so I've returned to Tube Talk.
You fired Sophie.
Well, no, Sophie had a choir competition, sang her heart out, and is home with a sore throat today.
So we have her mother, Melissa.
Yeah. Whose throat is in fine form.
Yes. So Sophie usually runs a pretty tight show.
Yeah.
So how are you going to run it today?
I'm pretty rusty, a rust bucket, I think, today. But we'll...
A little bit like the plane that we flew in on into the Gold Coast. That's the plane.
Shall we speak about the Gold Coast?
I think we need to.
Yeah. Go on then.
No. Well, we went to the Gold Coast. Melissa Albert, Matthew Allnut, or Matt Elnu, Lisa Latter, Stephen Marsh. We flew it into a...
Did you say Pat?
Pat Vanarcha. We flew it into a storm. It was like... Well, we left Auckland and Gold Coast was half the temperature and it was like being thrown around on landing, but we made it in. Better than the flight a few hours later that had a couple of attempts to get in, had to circle for an hour. And we had flooding and things, but once that abated, we went to the sales, didn't we?
Yes. And we were successful at the sales.
Yeah, we bought 2 fillies. We bought a very rare filly. We bought a So You Think filly, who I think he's a big chance of sire. He won 10 Group 1s. Everyone remembers him, Bart Cummings trained him, probably his last champion. Out of a mare called Dash on Ruby. It makes her a half-sister to an international Group 1 winner called Harry's son, who's a champion 2-year-old in South Africa, so won a Group 1 in a mile. He's a Group 2 performer in Dubai. He's only 4 and he's now in the UK. He's headed to the UK to race. So she's a very valuable filly in her own right, and if she gets back type, she's with Moonbeam. So I think she was an excellent buy. And we bought a very spunky Foxwedge filly. Of course, Foxwedge has just left Volpe Veloce in his first crop. We won the Castletown Stakes. Very impressive. Looks one of the top horses in the country. And of course, we bought a Foxwedge colt, which is a full brother Volpe Veloce, which we love at the sale. So we went and we bought another Foxwedge out of an O'Reilly mare. I think she'll be an early type. She looks very fast. 2 excellent fillies. Beautiful fillies.
And she's still available?
Yes, Melissa. We've only just started to put together information on them, and because they don't arrive in the country till Sunday, they fly in. We've already sold, I think, 3 or 4 shares in each of them. So yes, there are shares available in both of them. So then probably a couple of last horses will offer shares in this year. So if you're interested and want some information, give me a call, give me an email, or get hold of Matt Allnu.
Right, and we'll move along from Gold Coast to Sydney for No Returns run.
Yeah, he ran really well last week. He'd won the start before. We expected him to race well. The only concern we had was the wet track, because the storm that hit the Gold Coast then went through to Sydney, of course, and so it was a heavy track, and he's never run a placing on a softer, heavy track. He got back and he actually finished off really well and ran 4th. Hugh Bowman rode him, and he said the only thing that stopped him winning was the wet track. He said he just couldn't quicken on it. So it was a really good run. He's come back super, and he's in again next Wednesday at Canterbury. Same distance, same grade. If he gets a dry track.
Did you say Canterbury?
Yeah, it's Canterbury in Sydney, Canterbury Park in Sydney. If he gets a dry track, he'll be awfully hard to beat. His work this last week is the best of his campaign so far.
Is that what Chris said?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The early crow would be, I'd say he's my bet of the week. I'll make him my bet of the week. I've got another one to talk about in New Zealand later on, but he'll be our, I guess, go racing bet of the week.
Okay.
Next Wednesday.
And then we had
Get a few dollars on.
Yes.
It won't be no return, it'll be a return.
Okay, got it. We had a lovely win. North and South had a lovely win.
Yeah, it was good. The first up, of course, she was paying $11 fixed odds, and we had a little bet, and a lot of people had a little bet because they just got the odds wrong. She should have been about $5, and she was very unlucky, and she couldn't get out. She got blocked up the straight. And
this time,
Robbie had him back on, who'd won 7 races on him before Saturday, now 8. He cut the corner up inside, sprinted brilliantly, went to the front and won easy. Really, really good winter mare. So that's her 8th win from 29 starts. We've ummed and ahed about her next step, but we are going to go to Tauranga for a stakes race Saturday week. She's failed at Tauranga twice before. Well, when I say failed, she went okay last year. But it's black type, and we've got to chase black type with her, so she'll be going there.
Yep, well that's exciting. Then we had Brahma Rama.
Yeah, very smart 2-year-old. He's won 2 trials, two jump outs, going into his first start at Trentham on Saturday. And quite simply, he just didn't handle the very wet track. He was from barrier rise, you could see he was struggling in it. He ran 5th, and he's just too good to be running around those tracks. So he's gone to the paddock for a month. He'll come back for spring and summer, but he's very smart.
Mm-hmm. And then we had a trialist on Tuesday at Avondale. Tell us about that.
Ivy's Gold trialled. She had one trial at Waipa, and she jumped, got crossed, and basically just lost interest and just followed them around, sort of a few hundred metres behind the field. But she's certainly got ability. Like, she's only had 4 starts. She's run third, first, in her first 3 starts. So we put blinkers back on her for this trial. A completely different story. Nice open class field, and she kicked away and won well. So I think, the further she goes, the better she'll get. So she could be in for a good campaign, and she'll kick off at Rotorua on the 29th of June. Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow in Timaru, we've got Pinzano.
Do you mean today, Friday in Timaru?
Yes, I do.
Because this is filmed on Friday, not Thursday.
The magic of TV.
Yeah, Pinzano. So she ran 2nd last start. Really good 2nd. There was a tearaway leader. She had to drag the field up to them, and she kept fighting the whole way. Ran 2nd, so she's in tomorrow. She's got an awkward draw 9 of 13 over 1200. It's kind of neither here nor there. But Lisa Allpress, the leading jockey in the country, is riding and wants to stick with her. Track conditions should suit, and she should be a good chance. She should be a very good top 3 chance on Friday.
And Matt Allnut will be on course. So there's another draw card.
Wow, they'll come flocking to Farlek Racebar in Timaru. Matt Allnut is making the trip. In fact, I think he's going down. I think he went down on Thursday night, and just to set the scene, make sure he got tickets early so he could get in the door. He was a bit worried about them being sold out, and if he's there,
it should be sold out.
If he's there, we'll look forward to seeing him lead her back in.
Yeah, absolutely.
In his hometown. Well, not quite his hometown. My man is his hometown.
Okay, and then tomorrow in Ruakaka.
Sharpell resumes at Ruakaka.
Cool.
After a reasonably long break, she's matured, strengthened. Her work's been very good this week. She's drawn barrier 7, nice barrier. Sam Spratt on board. I think she'll run well. And I know Stephen McKee thinks she'll run well also. Our one concern, the track conditions should suit, will probably be just dead. The one concern is, because she hasn't raced in a while and she's running over 1400 metres first up, she might just get the pinch late in the piece. So it'd be interesting, maybe a 12 or 1300 metre race would have been better than a 1400, but we didn't have that option at Ruakaka, so she's got to go 1400. So that's the only question. I think she'll show fight for a long way.
Okay. And that's the roundup, so it's time for tip of the week.
Right, yes. So, tip of the week. So, I've already said no return. On Sunday at Te Aroha, there's a first start in the 2-year-old race, showcasing called Amistar. It has Michael Coleman on board from the Marsh stable. It's won a couple of trials in last one in heavy going. It'll be heavy on Sunday, and I think that's a bit of a key for it, and I think it'll be very hard to beat. Not sure what it'll pay on the tote, but I think if you've got $3, you'll be pretty happy. So have a bet on that. Then whatever you win, put half of it aside, take the other half and have a little each way bet when they return next Wednesday.
Fantastic. That's your weekend taken care of.
That's a weekend taken care of. Go the All Blacks.
Oh yeah. Okay, and that's a wrap.
Okay, thanks, Liz, and hopefully we get Soph back next week.
I'm sure you are hopeful. Bye.
Bye.